Welcome to This Week at Four Horsemen, where we are broadcasting from your darkest nightmares. With me is Brainable Lecter, and I am Rhiney-Wise the Clown. He'll eat the adults, I'll eat the children, and who's going to stop us? Not you. So what is This Week at Four Horsemen, Brian?
Thanks for that, Ryan. This Week at Four Horsemen is our weekly program that informs you about all the new products that we have available at the stores, the sales and promotions, and even the events that we have coming up here at Four Horsemen Comics and Games.
Yes, and let's dig in. We're going to start this week like we do every week with a giveaway. So I posted in our Pokemon and Magic groups today, so hopefully a lot of card players are out there watching the stream. Be sure to pay close attention because both of us are budding planeswalkers, and I feel our sparks could ignite at any moment. So as soon as you see one of our sparks ignite, call the store, 304-581-4461, and tell Anthony down at the front desk what your favorite card is. Then you can win any card from our case valued $25 or less.
Yeah.
So as soon as you see our sparks ignite, call 304-581-4461. Tell Anthony what your favorite card is.
So this week we have some new comics.
Yes.
One of note is the first issue of Kill the Minotaur. It's a new book based on the legend and lore of the Minotaur from Crete in Greek mythology. This title is brought to us by the publisher Image. You may know this company by the other series, The Walking Dead,
I think I've heard of that
Saga.
One. Yeah, I think I've heard of those.
Yeah, so like if you're into that kind of dark, twisted humor, you might be in for a treat.
Yeah, and I flipped downstairs before we came up. I flipped through that one, and yeah, it's one to check out for sure if you're into the darker side of comic books. All right, moving on, we have the newest issue of Star Wars. This is issue number 32 of the main run. We're finishing up the Citadel storyline. I'm just going to read you one sentence from the description of the book that I thought might be relevant to the content. It is, "Our only hope lies in the kindness of scoundrels." Based on that and based on the cover, I think Han is going to play some role in the finishing of this storyline. I'm very curious to see how it turns out.
Very cool.
Yeah. And moving on, we also have a new run of The Defenders. This is issue 1. It's coming out tomorrow. And it looks like it's going to take some inspiration from the Netflix series. So if you're interested in checking out the upcoming Defender series on Netflix, but you haven't read any of the comic books that are relevant, this is probably something worth checking out. All right, moving on, we're going to the Four Horsemen Versus series. Last week, we finished up round 2 where Ahsoka destroyed Negan.
How bad was it?
He got one vote across Facebook, Twitter,
the pity vote,
Instagram, like one guy, and I think it's because that guy was just like give
him a little bit
ultimate
love.
Walking Dead fan, like I will never succeed. Like no, she obliterated him like bloody pulp, something Negan might be familiar with.
Well, what's our what's our next round?
So this week we're into round 3. So what was originally 64 characters is now just 16. So we're going to have some more intense battles. This week we have Iron Fist versus Captain America.
So we got some Iron Fists versus Vibranium Shield.
Yeah.
The elements might be in Captain America's favor here.
So that's my conclusion too. I think that they're both very capable physically, but Captain Steve Rogers has the experience that would be necessary to take down Danny. But there's a large debate waging over our Facebook thread, and if you have anything to say on this topic, go to facebook.com/4horsemencomics, look for the post from today labeled Four Horsemen Versus Series, and make your voice heard. You might get read out on the show if you say something real funny.
We'd love to see you chime in.
Yeah.
This weekly events, so we're going to quickly talk about a bunch of things that we have coming up. If you are interested in any of these that we talk about, just go ahead to our Facebook page, Four Horsemen Comics and Games, and you'll be able to find some more information about them. So on Wednesday, we have Dungeon & Dragon Encounters at 6. We have a Proxy Legacy event at 6:30.
And then also HeroClix at 6:45. On Thursday, we have our regular Commander Night from 5 to close.
And then we have some X-Wing in the back. Thursday flights from 6 to close.
Yep, and then Friday, we have Friday Night Magic, which is standard at 6 and modern at 6:30. And then we also have Friday Night Pokemon at 6:30, which is streaming this week, and you can watch them on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube.
So right here.
Yeah. And then on Saturday, we have our Pokemon League at 12.
Our standard showdown at 5.
Yep, and those are our weekly events. One more note about Commander Night this week. We're doing something different.
Okay.
This is the Planeswalker edition of Commander Night, where we're encouraging people to play with a theme, and that theme is use a Planeswalker as your commander.
So not just the ones that came out in the Planeswalker, so you can just use any Planeswalker.
Any Planeswalker except for Tibble, he is banned.
Is he really?
No.
I didn't think so. There might be a power threshold there. I don't know.
Yeah. We really want people to come out and just have fun with this. It's something we're trying. We're going to give out a pack of Amonkhet to everybody who comes out to play.
Who would you use?
Who would I use? Just a Garrick.
One of the Garricks?
One of the Garricks.
The black-green one?
Yeah, Garrick Relentless, probably. That way I could play black-green. There's no Obzon color. Yeah.
Nope, not yet.
What about you?
Probably the Bant Tameo.
The she would probably be my second choice.
Omniscience with Ancestral Recall. Seems fun.
Seems powerful.
Seems good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
All right, moving on.
So we have the Arch Enemy Nicol Bolas set. It's releasing this Friday. The price is MSRP. It's $59.99. But you can get 15% off if you prepay.
Yeah, and that takes about $9 off, so it takes it down to $50.99. It's a good deal.
Yeah.
We're going to also be streaming a game of Commander this Thursday night at 7:30 with me and some local Magic personalities. We'll be featuring the Archenemy cards from Archenemy Nicol Bolas, so you can see how they impact a game of Commander.
It seems like a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's going to be quite awesome. Then also another new product that we have coming out this week is the 8th edition rules book for Warhammer 40k. We're doing a midnight release.
It's really exciting. They don't have too many of these expansions, so we're going to be staying open after FNM. It'll be 8th edition. Will go on sale at midnight.
Yeah, so it releases Saturday. We're staying late Friday night. You can come out and pick it up at midnight. Come out after FNM and just hang up until 12.
Yep.
Then Saturday we have the newest pre-release for Force of Will, Echoes of the New World. It is Saturday at 6 o'clock.
Costs $30 standard. It's not a bad deal.
Yep.
On Saturday we also have a modern Winnabox.
Yeah, it's only $10 to play. We've been doing the $10 entry fee on our Winnaboxes for a while. Don't know how much longer it's going to last till it goes back up to the typical $15. So definitely take advantage of that $10 entry fee while we're still offering it.
That's exciting.
Yeah, and one more Magic event we have this week on Monday. We're having our monthly Monday Proxy Legacy event. It's at 6:30 with a $5 entry fee.
Yeah, this time we always give out a cool little foil prize as the number one prize and add more to the prize pool if we have more people show up. But the winner this time will get a foil EMA Wasteland.
And those are very pretty.
So for this specific event, we have any number of proxy are allowed, but they must have the full card text in order and be legible in order to be allowed.
Yeah.
So just talk with somebody in the local Facebook group to make sure that everything checks out.
Yeah, if you have any questions about Proxy Legacy, definitely hit me up on Facebook. One other note, all of our proxy events are not Wizards Play Network sanctioned events.
Yep, just a lot of fun.
We're going to move on to an event that's actually happening this Saturday at our Clarksburg location. And I repeat, this is not at the Morgantown store. This is at the Clarksburg store, which is located in the Meadowbrook Mall. This is the Sleepy Hollow Scarefest. It is this Saturday, which is June 17th, from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. They're going to be taking up the space in the mall in between Elder Bierman and Marshall's, I believe.
Sounds right.
Yeah, and it's like a mini horror convention that's free to get into, doesn't cost you anything, and they have some pretty awesome B-list celebrities from some horror movies and from The Walking Dead.
Isn't there a local football player coming along for that?
Yeah, one of our big draws is Major Harris, who's from the West Virginia University Hall of Fame. We also have Addie Miller and Jeremy Miller, who both played zombies in The Walking Dead. Addie Miller was the little girl with the teddy bear from the very first episode.
Oh, nice.
And then there's also going to be Daniel Boyd, who is a West Virginia author and filmmaker. He's done a lot of really cool B-horror movies that you can find online. He'll be there. I've met him. He's a great guy.
Are they showing some films?
Yes, we do have 2 movies. The Barn and the Axemen of Henderson County. There will be a mini film festival at the mall. You can get more information on the Facebook page about when that'll be. And they also have the trailers for both movies available on the website. And you can get all that at go to Facebook for Horsemen Comics and Gaming Clarksburg. All the information is there.
Isn't there something cool about these movies? How they're set in West Virginia?
I believe they are, and
Yeah.
they're both West Virginia made. So
A little bit of local heritage.
yeah, something that's cool to check out. And then one more item of interest. The owner and proprietor of Horsemen Comics and Gaming, Mike Tressler, is a bit of an artist, and he did this special Addie Miller painting. Like I said, this is the girl who played the teddy bear zombie from the first episode of Walking Dead. He's made a few of these paintings, and he's going to have them for sale, and you can get it for $90 with an autograph from the actress herself.
That's really neat.
Yeah, and that's only available this Saturday at the Clarksburg location.
So something that's very important to bring up, this is at a mall, so we're kind of a little bit restricted here, so there won't be cosplays allowed.
No, that's
I'm sorry.
No worries. That's actually
Oh,
from the next event.
Sorry, I'm getting confused, guys.
No worries. Next event we're going to discuss is finally the Kennywood Comic Con is this week. Ron and I have been talking about it every week on the show since we came home from Three Rivers Comic Con. It's this Sunday, June 18th from 10:30 to 6 p.m. at Kennywood. This is a comic book convention in the Kennywood Park. All of the vendors will be around the lagoon. If you've ever been to... Brain?
What?
You seem different. You seem like there might have been like a metamorphosis. You seem a little bit changed.
I don't feel much different, but you look...
I look different?
Oh, yeah.
I've been going to the gym a lot. Do I look like filled out?
Filled out in different ways.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. I've been going every day. Really hard. Anyways, Kennywood Comic Book Convention this Sunday, 10:30 to 6. Then the park will have extended hours till 10 p.m. So you come spend the whole day at the convention, and then you can spend an extra 4 hours doing roller coasters. Myself and the Davis clan will be there.
Oh, cool.
Yep.
Very cool.
And also, it's only $25 to get in that day if you wear a superhero t-shirt.
Oh, so like any DC, Superman,
Yeah.
Aquaman,
And
even...
well, maybe not Aquaman.
Oh, okay.
The door, they might be like, Aquaman sucks. Sorry.
You should be.
And as Brain mentioned earlier, there is no cosplay allowed at this event, and like we've explained on previous episodes, this is due to safety reasons. Roller coasters and capes do not mix.
Not at all.
Just ask the Incredibles. All right, moving on to Horsemen of the Week. You had a couple names you wanted to shout out?
So we wanted to shout out Lucas and Dave, who do our D&D encounters every Wednesday. They get a lot of new players who are interested in D&D and spend a lot of time explaining how to build their character, how the game works, and even run the events for them. So kind of taking these people off into different worlds and get to experience some different types of fantasy roleplay. It's quite a lot of fun. So big shout out for them and their patience in teaching a bunch of new people how to play D&D.
The first time I played D&D, I played with a group of entirely new players aside from the DM.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just after 4th edition came out.
Oh dear.
And he started the campaign just with new players purposely to get new people into the game.
Sure.
We had two sessions, and then he killed the campaign because he got so frustrated with us.
Oof.
And this is not the experience that you can look forward to with Lucas and Dave. They're both great. D&D is a game that's back. It's on the rise. 5th edition really rejuvenated the game.
Yeah.
Honestly, shows like The Big Bang Theory kind of brought the game back into the public spotlight. People started paying attention to that game is still a thing.
Twitch and other podcasts are taking advantage of the spike, and you'll see
it's come into the internet age.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So if you're interested in learning or getting back into the game, come Wednesday nights at 6 to our D&D Encounters event. That's every week. All right, moving on, we're going to the Four Horsemen mailbag. We have a question from Tim on Facebook. He asked us, what is the best way to learn to play Magic?
Well, there's a lot of different ways you can start. Kind of the easiest way you can start is you can either go into your local game store. You can ask the people at the store. A lot of times they'll have a couple little boxes that have a few of the intro-level cards to kind of get you acquainted with it.
Wizards of the Coast actually sends free starter decks to every Play Network store to give out to new players. They're free 40-card decks that have inserts with how to explain the rules. And we do demos here.
Yeah, we oftentimes, so everyone's on a like even little playing field. The people will demo. One person will take one of those packs, and give the pack to the new player, and they'll just play with those and try and walk everybody through the steps. Another really good way is using the Wizard software.
Tools of the Planeswalkers.
Tools of the Planeswalkers. You can find it on iOS, Steam, and Xbox. And it takes all that hard learning part out and just kind of walks you directly through what you're supposed to do. It even demos it for you. There's a tutorial mode as well.
There's lots of great resources out there. I also just, if you don't have a store to go into, just go to YouTube and type in how to play Magic. There's lots of great resources there as well.
Yep.
All right, moving on. There is no Telltale Tuesday this week. As you can see,
I'm not Ron Davis.
He's not Ron Davis. We are not playing video games tonight, which is unfortunate after that bombshell that we ended on last week at the end of episode 2 of The Wolf Among Us. I can't believe that Ron had to go do work things and we don't get to play video games. Ron, we have to talk about your commitment to us and video games. We need to have a conversation. And stop laughing and start driving. All right, moving on.
So we have a sale this week. It's buy one, get one free on comic books of the same title. So if you're backlogged a little bit and you need to catch up, this is an excellent way to pick up some old copies and kind of catch up to what's current.
If you maybe have some subscriptions in your box that you haven't picked up for a couple of 2, 3, 4 months, maybe now's the week to come and pick those things up and get a little bit of a discount.
Oh, wow, that's an unexpected surprise.
Perhaps. All right. Anyways, we're going to move into the closing. Am I paranoid? Are you following us? Because we have lots of different social media networks, and you should be following us on each one of them. Make sure to like our Facebook page at facebook.com/4horsemencomics. Follow us on Instagram at 4horsemencomics. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/c/4horsemencomicsgaming. Follow our Twitter account at 4 Horsemen Comics Gaming, and watch all of our live streaming content at twitch.tv/4 Horsemen Comics. So, Brain,
oh no.
Did you marvel at the banned and restricted announcement today?
No, I honestly do feel as though standards are going to be a bit more marvelous as we move forward.
I feel like that this is becoming the standard for that format.
I'm out of puns.
All right, we're good there, Alex. Good night.